The non-amazing Lucas, aka the amazing Bottom, aka the amazing Dusty, just cannot stop embarrassing himself, still going crazy and lying over the Carmelo Anthony situation, and now he's getting called out by Black conservative perspective. Let's take a look at this, man. Don't forget to hit the like button and the hype button, and subscribe if you want to see more videos of me roasting Lucas and just more videos in general. All right, let's check out Lucas going crazy first.
And you know they find a black person to argue for black people being slaves.
Well, you know, we don't know anything. We don't know anything out there. You know, we got your goods. As long as you just do your job, you nothing to be wrong. Okay, I don't see what the problem is. We got good health care. We got dental work.
It just gets to the point where it's like, you know what will fix this? There needs to be some permanent fixes. All right. There needs to be some fucking permanent fixes. I'm sick and tired of this stupid shit where mofos talking about, you know, because they always want to say black people ain't a monolith. That's not a flex, right? When it comes to black empowerment and you want to scream, oh, black people aren't a monolith, that's not a flex, stupid. All this free thinking, well, I'm a free thinker, I don't listen. Shut the fuck up. Right? It's always free thinking when it comes to something that may benefit your kind. Anytime it comes to well, I don't think like that. Okay.
Mind you, Lucas used to be pro free thinker. That was his thing. Yo, that's crazy. How do you go from being super pro free thinker to, well, y'all should just be puppets? Why won't you do what other black people are trying to force you to do and think how we're trying to force you to think based off the color of your skin? Why won't you? I hate you because you won't. That's crazy. Lucas is a nasty individual. I do not rock with him. I think he's a weirdo. Like, you really want control. Why would you not want people to be able to free think? Think about that. Why? Yo, this is the same reason why I don't really rock with politics super heavy. Right? I know enough to know what I don't want to be around. But I don't want to dive super into it and like ride 100% for any sides because of people like Lucas. You expect me to just ride with something just because of the color of my skin? You know how many times I've been told I'm supposed to vote a certain type of way because I'm black? When you have someone who's the president get on a radio station and say you not black if you don't vote for him, they don't want people to have free thinking. So what is he on about?
What needs to happen, bro? These motherfuckers need to be scared to be. It's as simple as that. They need to be scared to be. I don't know how to explain this to y'all. We've got to put the fear of God into the Sambo soldiers. That's the only way. I mean, they unjust sentencing. But y'all mofos want to be like, well, you know what? We're going to file our appeal and we're going to go through the system. The system already told you, fuck you. The system been telling you that for quite some time. I really wish I was just, you know, I really wish I wasn't in the predicament I'm in. But goodness gracious, a few years ago, I mean, because you need somebody to really take a stand. That's what you really need. You need someone to take a stand. Where enough is enough, fam. Like, we need to find this attorney and talk to him. We need to find this attorney and talk to him. We need to speak to the family. Listen, who led you to get this attorney? What's going on here? I'm breaking you down right now. I don't even have a law degree. This is the issue that I have with the bullshit of defense that he had in court. That's the whole point. The whole point is that you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. To say that there was no reasonable doubt that this kid, while sitting down, surrounded by people who were ostensibly his friends, but then turned on him, who had this 6-foot linebacker approach him aggressively, try to start a fight with him, put hands on him, to say that that kid had no reasonable fear that serious bodily injury was going to be accosted to him is foolishness, is idiocy. The only people who believe that are low IQ people are just bona fide racists. That's it. That's why I'm saying my issue is not really with the jury. It's not with the judge. It's not even with the prosecutors. There's a prosecutor. They're supposed to paint that narrative. My issue is with the defense. That's it. Yeah, that's I hear you.
All right, man.
I appreciate the call, fam. Pack it up, wrap it up, go home. Yeah, that's a side of defeat, fam. That's a side fucking defeat. What the fuck are we talking about? This shit was not a hard case to prove in court. It wasn't a hard case to prove in court. You have to understand this. It wasn't a hard case to prove in court. They had no special witnesses, no experts, nothing. The one person they had on that was a friend turned on him in court. You tell me you didn't prep your own witness, fam? What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a hard case to prove. That's what I'm saying. The issue, I have no problem when people think, oh, he just killed him. He was just a cold-blooded killer. Bro, sure, by all means. If that's what you believe, by all means. The facts and evidence don't prove that.
Lucas don't know what the hell he's talking about. He just jibber-jabbing. He ain't no lawyer. And even if he has some type of degree for it, past the bar, he would be the worst. He would be one of the most grifting, pathetic. He's only in it for $1. He'll tell you whatever you want to hear. If you're like super pro-black and so blinded by that agenda that you don't want to hear the truth at all, he will use you. Just like Dr. Umar sits there and does that. That's his daddy, if you ain't know. Amazing Lucas is going to do the same thing. He's going to come out here. He's going to grift. What? They showed proof and clear evidence that Carmelo is not a victim. Deny, deny, deny. Act like we never seen it. Huh? What? Where? What you talk? My fans would not allow me to tell the truth on this one. Sorry about that. Gotta keep getting this money. What y'all want me to say? Right? This is like actually good for business in his world, right? Now he could do 1,000 videos about how Carmelo got done dirty. This is wrong. The system. Just a whole lot for him to grift off of now. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Look at him doing live streams, collecting the dono, just for him to say some bull crap. And Black Conservative Perspective, a real channel, someone who you can really respect. They actually spoke on it, and this is quite hilarious, man. They cooked Lucas.
Boy, you can't make this up. These people are endless entertainment. They're endless content, right? They really are, to be honest with you, okay? These people are my entertainment. It's like watching zoo animals, right? That's why I feel like I'm watching right now. I mean, to be honest with you, because the amazing bottom here is one of these individuals. I think is a great example of somebody who believes that they're a lot smarter than they actually are. And I think that one of the best signs of intelligence is somebody who really understands how smart they are, right? They understand, okay, I'm of average intelligence. I'm not the smartest, right? I'm not dumb, but I'm also not the smartest. That actually makes you smarter than an individual who otherwise is a smart person, right? But they think they're smarter than they are, right? That makes them dumber than they actually are. And I hope that people understand what I'm saying, because I think that perfectly defines the amazing bottom, who is not a very smart person, but he believes that he's smarter than he actually is, which makes him dumber than he is, even though he's not very smart in the first place. Okay, because ultimately at the end of the day, the facts and evidence in court did not suggest that Carmelo acted in self-defense, at least not to the standard that a reasonable person would be able to claim self-defense, which is the standard. Okay, did a reasonable person, would a reasonable person believe that they were in danger of serious bodily harm or death? Would a reasonable person believe that? There's no reasonable person that will believe that a shove or a push can cause great bodily harm or death. But these are not reasonable people, right? We're not dealing with reasonable people. So therefore, it's unsurprising that they don't understand the standard and how the law works, right? So I know that the Amazing Bottom, if he sees this video, if he responds to it, he's not going to respond with facts. He's not going to respond with evidence. He's going to respond with insults, with ad hominems, like he always does. The Amazing Bottom here, right? I know that you talk fast, but you're kind of slow, right? You think very slowly, despite the fast talking, because it's not hard to figure out why is it that the defense had such a weak case. Well, why did the defense have this witness and that witness and that? Well, maybe, just maybe. Hear me out here. Hear me out. Okay. This is part of the reason why the one witness that they did use that they thought would be in favor of Carmelo turned against Carmelo. Maybe, just maybe. Hear me out. Again, hear me out here. I know. Very tough concept for a lot of these pro-blacks to understand, right? I know it's very difficult, but hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe, just maybe, the defense did not have any witnesses who could support Carmelo's self-defense claim because Carmelo does not have a strong case of self-defense. In fact, Carmelo's self-defense claim is so weak that they wouldn't even put Carmelo on the stand to explain to the audience, to the jury, why is it that he acted in self-defense?
Carmelo was not no victim. He wasn't an amazing person. I do believe that he went there with intentions. He knew what he was doing, bro. He went there to start an issue, antagonize someone, and got up excited and was like, I can't wait to use this. That was nasty. He deserves to be in jail. He should have got more time. All these woke content creators, if you even want to call them that, but YouTubers and people making videos on social media trying to defend him, even after the footage was released. What? Go and check out my last video. I think I showed it. The footage is out. He wasn't jumped. It was very easy for him to literally leave. If he was that scared, he could have ran. He didn't look scared to me. And not until the police came, that's when the tears start coming out. Amazing Lucas is a lying loser. He's a grifter, right? Either that or he's just crazy. 100% Black conservative perspective is right. He's on it. Shout outs to him. Go and check out his channel. I think he does amazing work. No pun intended. Tell me what you guys think.